Okay. Ow. Goddamn cat, man. Bit me. Hey everyone, welcome back to Norton Man Reviews, and we are going to be taking a look at Marc Silvestri's art. We have the Batman, the Joker, the Deadly Duo, but I'm not going to look at this in length. I got this for Christmas, which was very nice, and I'm not going to look through this whole. I haven't read it, so we're not going to look through this whole thing in depth. But we're just going to marvel at Marc Silvestri's art. That's basically what we're going to do. This is the deluxe edition, so it has a bunch of sketches and work in progress pages and stuff like that that we're going to kind of be focusing on. My brother Rob on his channel, I'm pretty sure this was like the first um, story or comic that he reviewed, like issue number one, just independently. And I don't remember if that had some of the extra stuff that this has. So this is going to be kind of a treat just to be looking at Marc Silvestri's art, especially the pencils in black and white and stuff like that. So um, the story is, I don't know, it's Joker and Batman teaming up against some new villain who we don't really care about, and Harley's in it because it's Marc Silvestri and you want to have him draw her. So um, just looking at the art, like he does a pretty cool Joker, very creepy. His Batman is always badass. His women are always sexy. Um, this cover is fine. It's not the most exciting thing I've ever seen, but this shit is exciting. What's that is awesome, right? I love all the pencil sketchiness of it, um, and the creepiness that he's able to portray the Joker in. I mean, that's just awesome. I don't know if I've seen this inked anywhere. Pencils just often look so much better without colors and ink, just black and white pencils and stuff. It's really, really cool looking. And then there's this awesome pencil stage of Batman flying through the air. You always got to have like a dramatic opening shot of Batman, and I think we'll find it really quick here. There it is. So that's the inked and colored version, and that's the opening. There's a lot of shit that happens in it, and a titles page, and then bam, dun 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 dun. You got to have like a Batman thing, but this is so cool. Like, often when you get the inks and the colors, it loses something in all this sketchiness of it. And it to anyone else, like sometimes it could look like a mess, but if you're inking yourself, and I did Marc Silvestri ink his own stuff in this story and art, so yeah. So when you're inking yourself, often you can just leave it. I mean, these are pretty tight pencils. I think any inker could pick this up and um, make it look pretty good because he can understand it. But often, when you pencil your stuff, you can leave it little bit messier because you know what you're going to do with the inks over it, and you don't have to, another inker doesn't have to try to translate it. But this is pretty solid work here. Like, I could pick this up and ink this, not very well, but because I'm no inker and I don't really like to ink, I just do it out of necessity. Um, and I think we're going to look at some other things, and especially in buildings and stuff. This is something Marc Silvestri does that I've never really noticed for such a long time. I mean, I kind of noticed, but he doesn't always finish the lines of the buildings. He just kind of stops. And you can see it in here too. He just kind of stops, and the coloring takes over, which is really cool. But even here, it makes sense. Um, some often when I draw buildings and stuff, I'll use reference, but I'll feel the need to make these lines go all the way down. But he does implied lines a lot, especially in rubble, which makes it look really cool. We'll probably have some more instances where I've noticed that. I mean, that's really cool. I mean, just as an inker, you could just start going in and doing maybe something different and creative, but you could kind of really follow the lines here if you wanted to. I mean, often inkers will want to put their own stamp of art on it. It's just really cool. The teeth, I've always struggled with teeth and making them look right. I like, often you don't need to put a line through each individual tooth. You can just kind of like, where they're at there. All right. So let's get into, oh, yeah, here's another one. A variant cover that he did. Let's take a look at this. I mean, Harley, even with like Marc Silvestri can draw like attractive women and their bodies, but just their faces are very well done. Like I like the way he does the lips there with the highlights and the upper and bottom lips, the eyes with the lashes, and I often forget like you feel like you can't do this shit if it's not colored, but just that little thing there kind of to highlight the shininess of an eyeball, the wetness of it. Um, these bow ribbons in her hair to give her the pigtails. The texture of that is just really cool. Like, especially if he's inking this himself. Like, I would never put that amount of detail into a pencil, but it looks really, really, really good. The hair is cool. Obviously, this hand. He's always done very well at hands. I seem to remember, like as an artist, I don't have one here. I used to always have a mirror around your work, your drawing desk, to one look at facial features. You can make a facial feature yourself and draw that, or like if I need to draw a left hand, I got short stubby fingers, but I could draw, just looking at my left, but if I needed to draw a right hand, since I'm right-handed, it's a lot more difficult, obviously. I can't draw left to look at my right. So you use a mirror to reflect your hand also to make it look like the right hand. But he's always been, I seem to remember getting that trick from him in like some kind of article in Wizard or something like that. I'm sure like my brother Rob would tell me that too, because he taught me a lot about drawing. But wherever we got it, whoever originated that, I don't know, but really cool, and that's a tip for new artists out there. We're not going to go through all this. I like this shot of Harvey Bullock right here. I'm going to probably like skip over a bunch of stuff that would look really good, and maybe at some other point after I read this, I'll go more in depth to the story. Enemy of my enemy, like this scene of Gotham again. Whoops, sorry. The implied structures. I wish I could see the pencils of this. All that detail that's not really detail. Like look at that one building. It's just like lines, like a grid. That bat symbol looks cool. Oh, I like that shot of Selena there. Shit's happening. Batman's jumping in. He's pounding the ass of some grotesque bad guy. Nice bat cave. Cool shot of the Joker here. The lightning behind him. That's a cool little moment. And again, we're skipping a lot of this, obviously. All right, take a quick look at Batman here. Kind of standard. Just kind of a grumpy puss Batman here. Looks cool with the rain coming down, splattering on him, and the light source of the lightning over here. Very well done. Very, again, scratchiness. A lot of what is that technique? Why can't I think of it? People are gonna yell at me. Anyways, I'll think of it later. All this shit is really cool. How it's like darker in some points and lighter. That's a technique that's hard to master. but that's a good way to imply shadows without having to like shade. I remember when I was in high school in my art classes, I was drawing back then, nowhere near as good as I am now, and still, very, very, very amateurish, right? But I understood a lot of the techniques that were used in comic book inking, and my teacher was trying to tell the other students that you can like do shaded figures and objects without like smudging pencils like everyone was doing, like Napoleon Dynamite would do. You could do it with just pen, and people are like, "No, how can you do that?" And she used me as example, and I was able to kind of show people how you can do it a little bit. She called me the master of the line, which, I guess in my high school class was accurate, comparatively. Everybody else not so, in the world not so much. Very cool shit. Another cool, creepy. I wish I could see more of these. Just pencils. Awesome Batman. We're not looking at the story. We're not doing anything else. Just kind of going through some of the art. Here's another example of like his implied textures. Oh, hey, Rusty. Oh, are you here? Are you gonna say hi or no? No, he doesn't know what he wants to do. But this is in the Bat Cave, right? Sorry. And just the little areas that he highlights, like the negative spaces he uses for rocks and stuff like that. Really well done. Again, more of it here. He doesn't like bring all the lines right up to the Batman or this like rock ledge here. He doesn't make a line through that, but you get like the impression of all this debris. It's like implied shit. Oh, here's Rusty. Hey, buddy. How you doing? Can you say hi to everybody? It's been a minute since they've seen you. Get your gunk out of your eye. Say hi, everyone. All right. We're moving on. So this is, I guess, one of the villain in this, or is this Joker? Is that Joker? I don't know. I haven't read it. Speaking of Joker, like we looked at this earlier. There it is again. Where was it? Was it in the front here? Yeah. Rusty, man, you sure make it hard to put something in here. I lost my place. Sorry, everyone. Where are we? Okay. We'll pay attention to you for a second, Rusty. Then I'm going to get you the fuck out of here. Oh, look at this face. Look at this kitty face. Oh, yes. Look at this kitty tail. He just wants love, and I don't want to give it to him. It's such an enormously loud purr, which can be very jarring when he gets up right in your face in the middle of the night and starts purring. Okay. Okay, I'm going to slide you over here, buddy. You can be right there. I need this space, though. All right. Chapter 3, Breaking Point. We looked at that Joker. Rusty, come on, bro. You moved my camera. Anyways, more Batman doing Batman shit. Punching evil in the goddamn neck. More of that same shit I was talking about. You can't just draw all the dynamic poses and muscular men and creepy villains and sexy women. You gotta do like the boring shit of people just in regular clothes talking to get the story going. Creepy guy in a mask. Oh, the blackbird. Oh, no, that's a batwing, I guess. Oh, there he is, punching evil in the fucking face. Whoop-pow! And there's Batman and Joker jumping out of the plane. All right, Rusty, come on, buddy. This isn't working. I only got so much time to do these videos. I can't just like waste it on you just being an asshole on the camera. Oh, look, there's a kitty. Is that what you wanted to see? Is that a kitty for you? Huh? All right. Um, Again, he's able to do like you understand even a black and white drawing that this is like a leathery black shiny outfit that she's wearing. The light, how he does the light source, he just kind of figures out where it's coming from, and I like the shadow on her hands right there. The why can't I think of this technique? Oh my god, cross hatching! Jesus Christ, fucking hell! Sorry for the language. Sorry, not sorry. But there it is, cross hatching. Again, very well done with the lips and the eyes. It's just so good. Marc Silvestri is so good. This is more this like cool shit he does, like this backgrounds up here. A lot of detail that's not like specifically drawn out. He just kind of puts the implied impressions of the image there, and you understand what's going on. The folds in this are really cool, even there. Ugh. Sorry if I'm going too fast. Feel free to pause the video and take a look. Screenshot it if you'd like. Harley's captured, I guess. I think that's why Joker is teaming up with Batman. Why Batman's teaming up with Joker, I don't know. Read the story, John. Well, maybe I will sometime. More shit. This was kind of cool. Nightwing and Catwoman ascending down like what I guess is an elevator shaft or something like that, and like the perspective of it going up as they're coming down. Ouch. Rusty's biting me. It's unfortunate there's not more Catwoman and Harley Quinn in this, you know what I mean? You got Marc Silvestri as an artist. But this is all still very cool. That's a cool image right there. Oh, Batgirl. I mean, if you're having a Joker story and Batgirl's around, you kind of want to involve her somehow. She's not going to be too happy, considering their history. More cross hatching is what it's called, John. I mean, that's not crossing, it's just like line work. More variant covers. All right, let's get this along. How are we doing on time? So, was this guy? I don't know. That was Joker, I guess. What do you think, Rusty? Oh, Batgirl punching Joker in the goddamn face. Okay, let's move along. I mean, is Joker this ripped? What's going on here? Um, Whoever this is. Oh, there's a cool shot of Harley there. Rusty, can you see? Can you point it out to everyone? The cool shot of Harley. Or are you gonna get in the way? That's a cool, sexy, like just kind of classic hourglass figure of hers. I mean, I still kind of prefer just the classic outfit of Harley. People kind of go a little too crazy with her styles and stuff like that, which is a little bit more realistic what girls would wear if they were someone like Harley Quinn. But I don't know, just that old Harley Quinn outfit that she wore in the original animated series and stuff like that. I kind of prefer. I kind of prefer it without the mask, though. I like it when she just has her hair out. Frank Cho did that a lot. A lot of sketch drawings like that with her out of the mask, the domino mask and everything. All right. Again, the folds on this with the line work and the cross hatching, which he does or doesn't do in this one. A little bit. Just very folds are very hard. Again, my art teacher tried to teach us folds in high school, and I wish I would have paid attention more and got a better base knowledge of it back then. I mean, this is Jim Gordon, and this is just a standard him, mean mugging you with his broken glasses. And it's not a cool, Batman shot. It's not a creepy Joker. It's not a sexy Catwoman or Harley or Batgirl. It's just a regular dude, but it's really well done. There's the cross hatching. And it's pretty basic, but somehow he makes it look amazing. That's when you know an artist is really good. When if you're an artist, you can tell everything that he does. Like, that's not a complicated thing to do, but their brain is just wired differently than others that makes them see and able to interpret things better. Like, I could copy this, I could like look at it like I was using this as reference, and reproduce this somewhat accurately, but how he does it out of his head, it's easy and basic. Like, some of these things with the backgrounds and the folds, that's can be complicated, I feel, if you don't have a good understanding. And this is the same way. Wouldn't you agree, Rusty? Okay. Move it. Push it. Come on. You've had your moment. Get out of here. All right. Where are we? Moving right along. We got to get to some of the other shit. Chapter 6. I think there was only 6 chapters, so we're kind of getting towards the end of this story. Whatever it is. Big. I mean, this shit is cool. Zombie shit. Putting the detail in with these ragged, jinky fucking teeth, mouth agape, rotting flesh. That's all awesome. And as usual, Joker looks like he's betraying Batman. That's really good. That's a really cool face there of Batman. And Rusty agrees. He wants back in to check this shit out. You like this one, Rusty? So they're gonna fight. That's cool. That's fucking cool. Wish I could see the black and whites of that. Maybe we will. And I think one last. Oh, there's 7 issues of it. One last of whoever this villain is. Joker and Batman fighting. Knocking his goddamn teeth out. That's cool. How? I mean, should Joker ever be able to put up a fight against Batman? I know there's been some things where he's been kind of enhanced. Again, cool folds there. I don't know. Kind of ridiculous when Joker is a fighter. I don't like it. Joker should never be a physical threat to Batman. It's always his mental and his craziness. Like we all know. I don't have to tell you. Alright, more shit. Probably Joker explaining something like a plot twist, 3rd act plot twist. Ending. I don't like this design here of this belt. Like, he needs. Where's his utility belt? That's his thing. Batman has gadgets. Full moon, clouds up here, right, Rusty? And dun 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 dun. Oh, man, cities are so hard, and I try to do it without having reference, but it's so hard. I mean, this is just a lot of like pointy buildings and stuff. Now she's a thing, a person now. I don't know. This is non-canonical as far as I know. All right, variant cover gallery. Let's take a look. That's cool. I like that. That's cool and creepy. I mean, and sexy. That's creepy. And other artists, Greg Capullo, here and here. Greg Capullo is an excellent Batman artist. He did Court of Owls, and he did Death of the Family with Scott Snyder. I've got those. We'll look at those. I say that a lot. We'll get to things eventually. I throw things out there in videos hoping people would kind of like, oh, that'd be awesome. Let's do that one. But it rarely happens. That's fine. Kyle Holtz, Dan Brown. This is a cool kind of image. Forge. No, sorry. Jorge Torres. Sorry. No. Jorge Fornez. Rusty, oh my gosh, dude, you gotta go now, bro. Francesco Mattina. Not familiar with some of these artists. This is kind of funny and cool looking. Same idea, just done differently. Huh. Okay. Ivan Tao. I know this artist. I don't know how to pronounce his name. I'm not even gonna try. If someone can phonetically spell that out for me, Stefan maybe Zajic. He did some stuff with goddamn camera being moved with Witchblade and Top Cow. So that makes sense. Marc Silvestri, right? Kelly Jones, Michelle Madsen, Miko Suyan, Rain. Sorry, it's hard to read. Kelly Jones, Michelle Madsen again. I mean, this is, buddy, you can't come back. Okay, you're done. You've had your moment in the sun. Oh, Jim Lee. There we go. Jim Lee like went back from his crazy goddamn Joker nose that he did, which he was trying to emulate, I guess, the Mark Hamill animated series Joker, but it just didn't work in a comic book, and it looked kind of dumb. Okay, ow, goddamn cat man bit me. There's another from that same artist. Danik Paquet. Recognize him. Jason Sean Alexander. Those are some creepy shit right there. And Temple Smith. Perkins. David Mack. David Mack is a really nice guy. I've met him once. Excellent, excellent artist. Crazy, like, imagination. Boy, you got a lot of different. How do they get all these artists just to do something? Is it just like, hey, do you want to draw something Batman? Will Portasio? Or is it just like, hey, Mark's doing this thing. Will you contribute a little bit? And they're like, fuck yeah, man. Gary Frank. Bill Sienkiewicz, if that's how you pronounce his name. That's funny. Simon Beasley. Mike Mignola. And Jock. John Boy Myers. Ashley Wood. I'm familiar with many of these artists, but I don't follow their shit. All right, Ink Pages by Marc Silvestri. Let's look at this shit. I mean, that just looks better than that to me. I don't know how you could do a comic book um, without color. I mean, you could do it. I fucking do it. But I don't know. People, the general populace just prefers color. If like my comic book was fully colored, if I was able to hire a colorist and do a Kickstarter, it would get more money than I did with just the black and white. I'm almost positive, which I'm trying to figure out a way to do, which maybe I could do with Kickstarter. Anyways, but gosh, I wish you could just do more black and white comics like this. Yeah, we looked at some of this. This stuff is just so awesome. Just the inked pages. Like all the time and he put into this. I'd love to see his process a little bit more. I'm sure there are videos out there on YouTube with him drawing where you can see, but again, all the folds and the cape there and there. The simplicity of the buildings, just, a grid, you know. That's all he does. Why can I not do that? I'm going to have to try better, try harder, John. I like that shot of Joker's face right there. I mean, just even with the teeth going back, I mean, obviously you'd feel like that's what you would do, but I don't know. I think I would just like black it in and maybe show a few teeth or something like that. And it's what makes great artists from okay artists. Okay artists from good artists to great artists to master class artists like Marc Silvestri here, man. All this shit is just so cool. Like the muscles in there. Muscles are often implied too. Like you'll never see it unless like you're a goddamn bodybuilder, which just like roided out. You're not gonna see all these muscles individually, so you have to kind of just put like the basic shape of them so people get the idea. Again, all this line work in here. When I do this shit, it just doesn't look very well. Obviously. I'm not trying to compare myself at all. But damn, man. And all this shit, just all the time. I wonder how long it takes him to do like page. Sure, if he just sat down and did it, he could bust it out. But he's whatever CEO or whatever of his company. He has a lot of other responsibilities, I'm sure, and he's probably in like the years of his life where he doesn't need to do shit. But that's cool. That's a random kind of cool picture there. Here's that same shot, perspective. Took the opportunity with that ass. Gosh, see, like again, I would feel the need to like draw all this all the way down But you don't need to. God, he's so good. So good, you guys. This shit is amazing. That perspective on that. This shit is awesome. Creepy fucking shit. Damn, man. I know we like looked at a lot of this in the book, but gosh, I'm gonna go back and look at this again. Like, my brain just doesn't work like that. Wish it did. Frank Cho's pretty good at this shit too, and other artists as well. I'm not excluding anybody, but it's cool. Like I was saying earlier. How? That motorcycle's really cool too, and that's hot with her on it. Funny little helmet. You always got to have Batman like just standing on the top of a roof, pondering what just happened, and the bat symbol, you know, is seen, and he goes back into action. This is like a afterword by Marc Silvestri, kind of talking about the process of making this, and what went into it. Not going to get into it. I read it, and it's kind of basic. You know, it's semi interesting. I didn't read the whole thing, but he wanted to do it, and he was told that he didn't have to follow any continuity that was going in the current book, so he could just do whatever he wanted to do. It didn't matter. So that's that. How? Well, there we go. Marc Silvestri on the Batman and Joker Deadly Duo Deluxe Edition. Should have probably taken some more time just skipping over all this middle bullshit and just looking at the cool black and white shit. But here it is. Thank you for watching. What do you think of Marc Silvestri's art? I'm sure most people think he's a goddamn genius. If you don't, tell me why. Why is he not that good? What don't you like about him? If you think he's a goddamn genius, why? Tell me why. What do you think about him? Thank you for watching. Hit that like button and all that. And, it's a new year. Hope everyone's going to have a happy 2025, a good 2025. And as always, I will see you in the next video.